The Fazbear children all daydreamed of what wonders Mr. Scott had built just for them. Foxy was dreaming of monkey bars and ball pits. Oh, what about a combo? What about a ball pit with monkey bars over it? Bonnie was debating about which instrument he would like best. Did he want to play a tambourine? A guitar? No. A bass guitar. Now that would make Bonnie look cool. Chica's mind had remained on dessert. Specifically, the fact, at least in her mind, that her and her friends definitely deserved some more treats. Now that was a thought that must be shared. Or even more cookies, she offered to her crew. Hey, maybe Mr. Scott did hide some cookies in his office. It would be a good spot to. His office is locked, so none of the kids have access to it. Ooh, or even better, maybe instead of cookies, Mr. Scott hid dessert recipes in his office. Then, maybe, someday, they could all bake together. Freddy was pulled away from his musings about a sky blue vest versus a navy vest when he heard Chica's words. Oh, yes, he should say something too. Or, Freddy's voice trailed off. Freddy popped a cookie into his mouth. Munch, munch, munch. The Bear Club glanced around at his friends. He racked his brain on what would Mr. Scott make for them. What would Freddy himself want? Well, that was easy. He wanted a vest. He wasn't fully sure if he wanted a sky blue vest or a navy vest because both would look good on him, but which one did he like better? But what about his friends? What would Bonnie like? What would Foxy want? And what about Chica? Freddy said. He was stumped. He wasn't sure what his friends would want Mr. Scott to build them. Then an idea dawned on him. He knew just what to do. Freddy waved his paws out to his friends. Guys, I know what we should do, he cheered. He beamed happily at them. He looked to Chica, Foxy, and last, but certainly not least, Bonnie. Freddy was so excited he clapped his hands together in glee. Mr. Scott leaves all of his projects in his office, right? He asked his crew. The chicken chick, the fox pup, and the Bonnie Buck all nodded in agreement. Mr. Scott worked in his office each morning, and he only brought projects out if they were finished. So the ones that weren't finished remained behind. Meaning that Mr. Scott's office would be the best place for the crew to go. We should go visit his office to find out what else he's built for us. Freddy cheered. It would be their first real adventure. It would be so much fun. They should definitely do this together. Hey, my lovely cupcakes, Elsie Rowe here, and welcome back to our lovely show. I hope you guys enjoyed this chapter of our comic. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is one that I was really excited to get to because we are getting some background on each character. We are learning what everyone's priorities are. And even though Chica's focus definitely goes back to food, it's also about community time for her. Chica's focus is definitely food, but I also made sure to throw in that line about the making this stuff together. For her, eating desserts is something that you do with people. At least this is my version of Chica. She does it with people. So it's her way of, connecting and building stuff together. It's her way of saying she wants to spend time with her friends. Also, I love the idea of Freddy baby Freddy for me, he's still learning how to be a leader. He's like, they're kids. They haven't really I know Foxy calls Freddy captain pretty early on, but right now Freddy is still figuring out what kind of leader he wants to be. He's just still figuring out how to be Freddy. So he doesn't fully know any of his friends yet. Most of the stuff that they're thinking is just thoughts. They haven't like communicated this stuff yet. They haven't learned about this stuff yet. So Freddy is still learning, and he's also learning that he's kind of shy around them, but it's not a bad thing. He's learning, and that's exciting. And what's a great way to learn more about your friends? Go on an adventure. And we're just also going to note that the slight little problem poking in there. I only mentioned it once, so I don't know. Sorry, y'all, I gotta say it. Slight problem is that Mr. Scott's office is under lock and key. How are the children going to get in? Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so excited. Especially, so I do actually have a chapter planned out where we go into Mr. Scott's office. Mr. Scott. Where we go into the phone guy's office. I'm so excited. My plan is to either make that chapter really long, or maybe I'll just break it up a little bit, because that's the one where we're going to see a lot of background information. I'm so excited. But as y'all can probably tell, I'm really tired. I'm tired today. I filmed the short today. I filmed 2 reaction videos to the FNAF movie coming out soon. It's not coming out till December, but I am over the moon excited about it. But I am very excited. This video is coming out soon. It's gonna have to wait a minute because I have some other reaction videos on the schedule that I gotta get to first. Then, just know that I have reacted to it and it is coming. Oh my gosh, but y'all, it's been so much fun getting to draw these characters and figuring out what's important for these characters. And learning that has been so much fun because it's such a great way to kind of learn what's important to all these characters. Because Freddy's still figuring out who he is. Bonnie is still trying to make himself seem cool, but he's also, like, what would he want to do? What would, like, I think it's kind of a fun little thought exercise. If you had somebody who could build you anything, what would be like one of the first things that you would want them to build? Like, if anything in the world. And they're kids, so each of them think about something that brings them joy. Foxy thinks about, like playground equipment, like a ball pit and monkey bars, because that's something he can do. It's like physical activity, like playing games, that's what makes him happy. Bonnie thinks about music, because music is something that he feels connected to. Chica thinks about cooking and food, because that's a thing she likes too. And Freddy thinks about clothes, because he initially thinks about a vest, because he's very not conscious, but very like, he does have a whole little thing where he's very focused on his looks currently, because I think he wants to seem more professional and more adult than he feels. And also, my baby boy just likes vests. What can he say? Baby boy likes vests. Honestly, me too. Oh my goodness, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this lovely episode of our show. I am so excited for the next chapter. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed, and actually, if you guys got to this point in the video, what would you want someone to build for you? What would be like your first thought? For me, I don't know. It kind of depends, because when I was a kid, if someone offered to build me something, I think this is very telling, but I would want it where someone could build me something. If there was a way that I could take characters from my books and make them real somehow, that would be what I'd want. I don't know how they'd do that, but I'd want something like that. Or, and I have this somewhere. I have no idea where it is, but I have it. I would want a, it's called a book stand, where essentially it's a little thing that will actually hold the book open for you. So that way you can like do other stuff while you do it. Because, fun fact, actually, as y'all can tell, I like moving around a lot. And with reading, I love reading, but it's hard for me to sit still sometimes. So sometimes I'll knit and read at the same time, or I'll be reading and then I'll take breaks to take notes. But like, I think I would either have it like a machine where you can make the characters real, or like where I could like see them, or a book stand. I think that's for me. What would you guys do? Well, I hope you all have enjoyed this lovely episode, and please comment down below your thoughts and feelings, and I would love to hear what you would want Mr. Scott to build you guys. Thank you, my lovely cupcakes, for joining me on this lovely episode of our show, and I will see you next time. Bye.